today's video we're going to be going over the SplatRBall SRB370. This blaster has been out for quite a while now, and if you've been watching the channel for a while, you might know that I went over the SplatRBall SRB375, which you can maybe see in the corner of the screen over there. But that blaster was not all that great, but I realized that SplatRBall released a new version of it called the SRB370, which apparently also has a 375 round ammo capacity, but I don't know if it's going to be any better than the SRB370. So let's get right into unboxing this blaster and see what we got. Okay, let's get right into unboxing this blaster. What we got to do is we got to cut this piece of tape right on the box. Cut right there, cut right there. And with the blaster, we got an instruction manual. We got a pair of protective eyewear. We have, I think this is maybe 2,500 rounds of ammo, somewhere around there, I think. Then we have the charger here. SRB370 blaster itself, the loading funnel, and then I'm assuming the battery is already installed in here. There we got the battery, and then other than that, we have nothing else. So as you can see, we have a pretty ugly looking blaster here. I'm just going to start off by saying that I hate the look of this thing, but I like these colors a lot more than the old SRB375. And it shares basically the same exact features. It has a on and off switch right here. You have safety and then fully automatic. You have the hopper up here. You load the bullet straight down in there. You can use the loading funnel, but I've never liked it. You have the sling clip back here just in case you do want to clip on any sort of SplatRBall sling, or if you want to put a stock back there aftermarket, you can do that too. But anyways, what we can start off by doing is plugging in the battery. Shove that back into there. This battery, I'm pretty sure, is different than the old SplatRBall SRB375, which explains why it's so much easier to get into the compartment. Let's say that. There we go. Clip that right on there. Turn it on. And it sounds the exact same as the old SRB375. It probably might be the same performance. Let's talk about some features of this blaster first. So as you can see, it is a very, very blocky design. Up here, we do have a somewhat iron sight, as you would call it. You can remove the sling clip by pressing this button right here and sliding up. In case you do want to use it like that, you can, but what's really the point when you already have a sling clip on the back that finishes the look a lot better? You have a very comfortable grip, I will say that, but other than that, it's basically an all plastic design. Well, it really is an all plastic design. It's a decent design, but man, this thing is really, really ugly. So without further ado, let's get right into the FPS accuracy test, because there really is nothing else to talk about with this blaster. So let me show you how to load this first before we get into that though. So to load this blaster, we have a refill bottle right here. I'm gonna load this in through the funnel right here. Okay, hopper is full. Close that up. Quite a big ammo capacity for a little blaster like this, if you fill out. But anyways, let's get right to the test. Okay, we have the SplatRBall SRB370 here. Let's see how fast this blaster shoots FPS wise first. Then we're going to see how many RPS it shoots. Shot 1, 124.9. Shot 2, 133.7. Shot 3, 135.9. Shot 4, 138.2. Shot 5, 137. A little bit more than the regular SRB375, because that shot close to around 110 feet per second average, but this one is a little bit improved. But I remember the SRB375 shot at around 7 rounds per second, but let's see what this one shoots at. Okay, so I've seen some mixed numbers, but it was around the 6.7 to 7.2 RPS rate, which was the exact same as the SplatRBall SRB375. But anyways, let's see how accurate this blaster is now, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be not that great. Okay, we have the blaster set up long range. Let's turn this on full auto, see how accurate this thing is. And it's dead. Decent grouping, actually a little bit better than I thought it would have. You might have noticed a few misreading errors, but it's not as much as I usually would see in a blast like this, because I know the SRB375 had a ton, but they must have worked something out with this one, because it only misfeeds like one bullet, then it gets back to shooting regularly like it's supposed to. But anyways, let's go assess these results. So as you can see, we had a pretty good body grouping right here. We had a pretty good head grouping, some decent groupings on these targets. These groups were just because I was playing with it while I was dying. But anyways, some really good performance accuracy-wise coming from a blaster that only shoots 130 feet per second. But anyways, let's get back to the desk and review my final thoughts on this blaster. Okay, so in my opinion, not the worst blaster of all time, but I know that there is definitely a ton of other options that you can get for around the same price point, because I paid around $29 for this blaster, which in my opinion, I think I overpaid for this thing, because I feel like you should not have to pay more than $20 for this. But as a beginner blaster, it is a perfect option, and I know for sure this is going to go on the list where I go over the top 10 best cheap gel blasters in 2025, which did come out already. So but anyways, you can't really go wrong with something like this. I wouldn't use it in gel blaster wars, especially if you're going out with people who have blasters, anything like the Surge XL or the Cosmo X-Toy Sirius. But if you want a beginner blastering, or you just want to have some backyard fun with your friends, definitely a great way to go. But anyways, just in case you do want to get this blaster, I'll have it linked down in the description. Thank you guys for watching. I hope to see you in that video.
In today's video, we're going to be counting down the top 5 best beginner gel blasters that you can get in 2024. This video is going to be great if you're getting into the gel blaster hobby, but you really don't know much about gel blasters right now. Before we get into the video, let me tell you 2 products that you're going to need for your gel blaster. Starting off, you're going to need some gel blaster ammo. And the ammo that we have right here is made by Tanzar. This ammo comes in 4 different colors.